Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. If you're watching today's gist for the first time, please do not forget to click on the subscribe button to subscribe to our YouTube channel. So guys, today we're talking about the popular Nollywood actress who has been in the industry for quite a while now, Peju Ogunmola. Peju Ogunmola happened to be the daughter of a stage legend Kola Ogunmola, and also she's a sister to Yomi Ogunmola. She is actually born into the family of actors and actresses, even though this sister passed away in 2003. Pedro Gomola was born in the 90s and she got married to Papi Louie, as he is popularly called. Her husband's name is Sunday Omobolanle. He is a comic actor, director, and also movie producer, but then everyone knows him as Papi Louie. She married him as a second wife because Papi Louie already had a wife before that wife passed away in 2006. And the union of these two couples produced just one son. Papiluwe said that the name Alue was given to him by his late boss Baba Meru in the time of the past. He said he used to be very social and he never missed the KSA shows in Aria Hotel. So he said then that KSA used to sing for him, and at some point the musician added Papi to the name that Baba Meru initially gave him. That was how the name Papiluwe was found. Papiluwe already had three children with his first wife before he had one son with Peju Ogunmola, making four children he has, of which one of his children happened to be an actor, a very popular actor, who is Sukomi Omobolanle. A lot of people mistake Peju Ogunmola to be Sukomi Omobolanle's mother, but no, she is not Sukomi Omobolanle's mother. She is just his stepmother. Sukomi Omobolanle's mother happened to be Papiluwe's first wife, who passed away in 2006. However, Sukomi happened to be the only child that followed the path and career of his father, because it was known that Sukomi has always said that his father wanted him to join military personnel, of which it was his stepmother that saved him from what his father wanted, because he wanted to be an actor. He loved the acting career. So it was his stepmother, Peju Ogunmola, that saved him from the hands of his dad and made him to become an actor, because he said his dad never wanted him to become an actor at first. In an interview with City People, Papiluwe actually revealed how he encountered with Peju and also how long it took him for her to agree to his proposal. He said that at that time, Peju's father happened to be someone who is very accommodating, and his house is where many young entertainers who he was like a father to many of them. Like I said earlier, I said Peju Omobolanle came from a family where there are actors and actresses in. So I think Papiluwe said that he met Peju Omobolanle while he do go to his father's house, because his father happened to be someone who is accommodating, and a lot of them as young entertainers do go to his father's house. He said oftentimes after traveling all over the country for stage plays, he said whenever they are returning back, that their return base was Pa Ogumola's house. He said then Peju happened to be a very young girl, and Papiluwe said he used to joke around that he would marry her, although when he was married as at that time. And as expected, Pedro would always be like, how will you marry me? Big brother to me responded saying that she was not interested in marrying him. She did a lot of shakara then before she eventually accept to marry him. Meanwhile, on Peju Ogumola's side too, she also revealed that before their marriage, that she already fell in love with Papiluwe and was convinced about marrying him, because he happened to be someone who speaks more boldly than about his marriage plans. With he happened to be someone who speaks boldly more than all the toasters around her that were around then. So she happened to take Papiluwe serious then more than her toasters, saying that he could speak boldly, and also she fell in love with him. There were speculations in the media that Peju does not really love to talk to the press, as a lot of information was not really found about her, as she likes to live a life in the private life. So she does not really showcase most of her things on social media, and whenever she is being invited for an interview, or whenever press went to interview her, she would show no interest in saying anything to the pressman. According to its press statement, it has been observed that Peju seems to intentionally avoid those newsmen, as are the fact that people felt like she was not bold enough, and also she was not confident in her English speaking. That was the reason why she avoided those pressmen, so as not to say something that they will eventually mock her with. Reports that the press brought out has highlighted several occasions where they will meet Peju, and Peju deliberately dodge questions that is posed at her by newsmen. Sometimes they say she would just walk straight to her seat without uttering a word. So, like I said earlier, this made a lot of people think that she's not really confident in the use of language, especially English. Interestingly, she does not seem to have a problem facing photojournalists, as she's always on hand to take photographs with them. But whenever it comes to the point of interview, she does not really want to be interviewed by the pressmen at all. Even when this news was brought up about her by the pressmen, that she does not really like to respond to the interviews and also questions that she's been asked, that she does not like to be interrogated. As expected, she did not respond to all these allegations, as she seems to have kept quiet about her decision that she would not grant interviews to journalists. So a lot of people already assume that she likes to live a private life, like she does not really like to talk about most of her things on social media. Even so, a lot of people were not aware that Papa Luwe was a polygamist man, that he was married to two wives. A lot of people thought that he's married to only Peju Ogunmola, as a lot of people refer Peju Ogunmola to Bolanle's mother, of which is not true. His father even said that he never supported him acting because he already started acting as at the age of 9, even before he went to the military school in Zaria. And he said he did not really support him initially because he wanted him to do something else. But then he said he thank God that his son followed his passion for acting. Sukomi happened to be a Nollywood actor who has a lot of things working for him in the industry, and they got married to a Dublin-based businesswoman, Abimbola Omobolanle, of which they are also a parent right now. And Papiluwe with Peju is now grandpa and grandmother. When Papiluwe was interviewed about how his love story started with Peju Ogunmola, he said he does not really know where to start, but then it was God that made it that Peju Ogunmola happened to be the daughter of the person that they look up to as their big father in the Nollywood industry, that is Chief Ogunmola. And he said that he is always persistent about marrying Peju, that then she was so young, and whenever he asked her out, Kweju will always deny, will always disagree, saying that she could never get married to him. But thanks to God that now they now end up marrying each other, and they still give birth to a child for each other. So these two couples have been together for over 30 years now, and still they are still counting. So guys, you can have it. Don't forget to like and comment under the comment section below. Thank you. Bye.